Alright, let's do a pack one, pick one with the Kaldheim pack we opened the other day. So right off the bat we have Dusk Wielder, more of a filler card. 1 mana 1/1 is not too great, and the boast ability isn't even that impactful. Really, you'll probably swing in once early game and another time to get the boast off, so not great, but good filler for an aggro deck. It is an elf, so that's relevant. Fearless Pup, this is a pretty fun card. 1 mana 1/1 first strike with no downside is pretty rare in red, but like leaving 3 mana up to boast it, like your opponent will never block this until they have a 4/4, right? Yeah, Threat of Activation is pretty relevant, pretty fun card. Maybe not first pickable, but don't sleep on this one. Gold Maw Champion, good for the aggressive deck. I think white-red seems to want this, I guess. 3 mana 2/3 is okay, pretty average in stats, but the tap 2 to tap target creature, pretty good for racing, and it messes up their blocking math, right? Because they have to leave back 2 creatures to essentially block one thing, because you're probably going to tap something down. So pretty annoying, pretty good common, I think. Elderleaf Mentor, strong common, 4 mana for 4/3 worth of stats across 2 creatures, and they're both elves, so very useful, solid playable. Elderfang Disciple, a elf that's a ravenous rat. Make them discard a card. Pretty useful, because a lot of times you get this out early, force them to discard like a land or something, but late game I think you can snipe something, because it seems to be a rather slow format, I think. Granted, it's a little weaker because of foretell. People will foretell a lot of things, so a lot of times they won't have much in their hand, but still useful. Scorn Effigy, fun card for the foretell deck. Great for curving out, I think. Foretell turn 2 and play it for free on turn 3. Yeah, solid playable. Played in most any deck, I think. Aggro, control, just 2/3 worth of stats is pretty okay. Sculptor of Winter, 2 mana 2/2, which also has the upside of untapping target snowland. Even without the ability, it is a snow creature. 2 mana 2/2 is a pretty good bottom line. The ability to maybe ramp out something onto like a 4 mana spell on turn 4 if you happen to have a snowland. Pretty good. Yeah, solid playable. There seem to be a lot of those in this set. Draugr Thought Thief, 3 mana 3/2 to essentially surveil 1, right? Because look at the top card, put it into the graveyard if you want. It's like surveil. There's not too big of a graveyard theme, but I imagine it'll be useful in some decks. Well, some decks will want it, but it doesn't do too much. I mean, it'll help draw you what you want later in the game, so still useful. And it's a zombie, because I think there's kind of like a blue-black zombie theme. Frostbite, solid removal. It's a shock, but if you have 3 or more snow permanents, it's a bolt. But it only hits creatures or planeswalkers, but usually these cards are good and limited. Yeah, so this is near the top of my pick list right now. Furia, I don't know, Judge of Valor. I don't know, I want this card to be good, but by the time you have 5 mana to cast it, I don't think you'll have many cards in your hand left, and then even if you do, it's like the ability isn't that impactful, and it's only a 2/4 flying lifelink. I mean, I guess slower games you'll kind of run away with the game with this because of the lifelink and the ability to block and grabbing like 2 extra cards off of it. But it seems good, but I don't know, the 5 mana casting cost turns me off to it. Giant's Amulet, probably one of the better ones in the cycle, I think, because 5 mana 4/5 hexproof while it's untapped is just so annoying to deal with, and even if they deal with it, you still have this equipment to equip to your next best creature. So I like this card because it's like Kicker, right? Like kicker cards are always pretty good. Poison the Cup, solid removal from black. One of the only good black removal spells, I think, because pretty unconditional and you can foretell it to scry 2. So I like this one. Showdown of the Scalds. It is the rare. Probably what this is the card you want in the top end of your red-white aggro deck. Maybe not first pickable, but definitely useful to like play this even on turn 4 after you've emptied your hand. Just get a bunch of value off of it. Play a bunch of 2-drops and 1-drops. Ascendant Spirit is the foil. Also a rare. This one is always enticing, but you'd need a lot of snow to make it work. And I don't know if it's first pickable. I guess if you really want to, you can, but you're just like spending a lot of your early picks picking up snow lands. So not too great in my mind, but if you like already happen to be in snow or happen to have a lot of snow lands, this is probably worth picking up. And then there's the snow-covered forest and the treasure token. As far as first pick, I'm between Poison the Cup, Giant's Amulet, and Frostbite. Yeah, it's between these 3 really. Just solid removal or just a solid card. I think in the end I'd probably want Poison the Cup. Well, black does seem weaker in the set, so I'm more inclined to just let it go. Giant's Amulet. Yeah, I think I would take Giant's Amulet just because hexproof is so annoying, and 4/5 body is pretty hard to deal with. So that would be my first pick. I don't know if I like it, but I mean, Poison the Cup, Giant's Amulet, or Frostbite, all first pickable, I think. So yeah, that's what I would do. Let me know what you guys do.